Hi, welcome to Ed Foodie. Today we're going to hopefully not finish up our peaches. We have an abundance of peaches this year on our little small tree. And we made some peach crisp a few weeks ago. Today we're going to make something really interesting. I think it's a peach soup. Kind of reminds me when I worked in my early days downtown Houston, the Hyatt Regency had a restaurant inside. It was like an all-you-can-eat soup bar, and they had like maybe 5 or 10 normal, regular warm soups, and then they also, for like on the dessert piece, they had 4 or 5 cold soups. And peach soup, I think, was actually one of them they served quite a bit. And they had, the cucumber soup, tomato, and potato, vichyssoise. So we're going to try this peach soup today. So let's get started. Okay, my peaches are pretty small because the tree was small. But I'm going to get about 3 cups of sliced fresh peaches. I think it's going to be like 9 or 10 probably peaches for me. If you go to the store and buy, the larger peaches, it'll probably be more like 4 or 5 peaches. All right, so I'm just going to pour all these into a plastic bowl. All right, to our peaches, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of fresh cucumber, and this also fresh just from my garden today. So this is going to be a really fresh soup. I'm going to kind of peel a little bit of this off of here. I'm just going to do little cubes of this. All the stuff is going to end up going into a food processor or blender. We'll do an overflowing 1/4 cup. All right, we're also going to add a 1/4 cup of bell pepper. It doesn't matter which color. I'm just using red I thought it would just add a nice color. All right, that's good. 1/4 cup. Now I've got some dried apricots. We'll do a 1/4 cup of that as well. I'm going to go ahead and, I think, chop these up a little bit just because they'll work much better in the blender. All right, 1/4 cup of dried apricot. We'll put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Two tablespoons of honey. Now we get to some of the interesting ingredients. 3 tablespoons of goat cheese, crumbled goat cheese. And here's something I've actually never tried before. It's white balsamic vinegar. I love balsamic vinegar, especially on my leafy vegetables like spinach. What I got here is called a white condiment with balsamic vinegar of Modena, and that is white balsamic vinegar. They just, I don't know, I read something, they had to legally change the name of it for some reason. But this is balsamic vinegar is a real, pretty strong tasting vinegar. It's not bitter, it's a sweet, but it's a very strong. And this is actually very mild, very sweet, and really a really interesting taste. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup. To me, it almost has like a honey flavor. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, maybe teaspoon, half teaspoon. We can always add salt later. 1 large clove of garlic. So we're going to mix this up and then let it refrigerate overnight. Get these flavors to mix in there real good. So we're going to end up discarding this garlic. So I want it in a pretty big chunk. This is a pretty big piece, so I'm just going to cut it in half. And that way I got 2 big chunks of garlic that will be easily pulled out tomorrow morning. All right, we're just going to mix these up real good. Definitely try to make sure you get liquid on all the peaches. My peaches here, when I pick them and when I start slicing them, they oxidize pretty fast. So I want to make sure I got this liquid so they don't turn too brown on me overnight in the refrigerator. All right, so that's it for the first big step. We're going to cover this, put it in the refrigerator overnight. So tomorrow at lunchtime, we're basically going to put this in the blender, blend it all up, add a couple little toppings, and it should be really very fresh spring and summer kind of soup. All right, we let our peach mixture sit overnight. We're going to pour it into our food processor or blender, whichever one you're using. We're going to get this very smooth. All right, I'm going to check the consistency. Mine's a little bit thick. You could add some water to it. I wouldn't put too much water because you don't want to take away from the taste. Let's take a little taste. Oh man, really good. I'm going to add just a touch, maybe a 1/4 cup of water. And this is only to get the consistency the way I want it. All right, let's pour it into our little bowl. And just for a little bit of topping, just for make it look nice, I got some chopped the red pepper. And we can put a little bit more chopped cucumber. And maybe a little bit more of the goat cheese. Nice. All right, let's try this. Peach soup. Wow, I really like this. That white balsamic vinegar really puts a nice flavor in this. You can really taste the cucumbers. I put a little sprig of mint. The cheese goes real well with the honey. Very light, refreshing. Pretty sweet. No sugar though. I mean, honey. Really good. I really enjoy this. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Foodie right over there. Thank you for watching.